What up, bros? Another day out here in the land of the living. What's cracking, man? What's cracking? What's popping? I'm just out here for a little bit. Got a shadow on the back. That dog is dangerous looking. Shadow. Shadow, you dangerous? Come here. Come here and say what's up to the people, man. You dangerous. Yep. If you is, you is. Don't be ashamed of it, bro. Take pride in your dangerous ways. It's Friday. Yeah, what's cracking, bro? What's going on? You can get your butt back. Thank you. Yep, another day in the land of the living, man. Another day at it again. I'm just out at the park. I said, let me make a video, and I end up just said, let me go live. Let me say what's up on the live stream. Questions and answers. Why not, right? Why not? Lean back and relax. Ready for this season to begin so I can get started, man. Ain't nothing else to do. Getting phone calls is warming up. Because the phone is starting to warm up. And people, I don't know, my stuff is in some type of scam thing where somehow people got my numbers. People be calling me, hey man, I got a website I made for you. Who told you to make a website for me in the first place? Point blank. What's up, Scooter Kid? Hi to you, bro. But yeah, man, who told you to make a website for me and I ain't even asked you to? Like, that's a scam. That's all I can say. Like, straight up, I did not request none of your help, bro. I did not ask for none of your help. You just gonna force your service upon me. I had somebody call me the other day saying, hey, is this the owner? I'm like, yeah, this is the owner. Then he said, well, I had a business proposition for you if you had some time. Like, yeah, I'm still here. He was like, I got some. Oh, I appreciate it, man. This is old, bro. I got so many hats, man. This is a polo. Beverly Hills. But I be getting all type of calls, man. Where people just, dude said, he said to me, he said, hey, I got a business proposition for you, like partnership. See if you want to be partners. I'm like, this is new. And then he said, okay, so he was asking me too many questions. I'm like, nah, bro. I said, that ain't how this finna work. I said, what is your proposition that you said that you might have for me? He said, what did he say? Oh, I have a website for him. I'm like, oh, man, get the heck out of here, bro. I said, thank you for calling, man. No, thank you. Have a good day. Click. I'll be getting off the phone with these people like too fast, bro. Too fast. Sky's the limits. Lando, command. Oh, what's up, man? Lando, the commando. It's been a minute, broski. I ain't seen you in over a year. I ain't seen you in a minute. What is y'all tapping into the live? Y'all tapping into the live at 2:10? It's 2:10 over here, man. Y'all ain't got nothing to do either. Let's be real. Cause I sure could have been doing anything but this live right now, but that's what I'm choosing to do for this little split second, bro. I'm just saying what's up. And I'm a little bit too tired to be doing this, to be real with you. That's real talk. Season about to start. I'm watching lawn care channels again. I'm hollering. So when the season about to start, you get to checking out some lawn care channels, trying to get motivated. Bro, all I've been doing this week, you right, the season about to start, and I started walking on my treadmill. What was that? Monday or Tuesday, I did 2 miles. Today I did an incline, and I walked I walked and I jogged a little bit, 3 miles. I'm getting ready. I'm texting my customers right now as we speak. I'm hearing you, bro. I feel you. You letting them know. I'll be there a couple of weeks from now. That's what's up. Everybody getting excited, man. But you know what? I've been off January and February. And it's been nice, man. It's been good to be off like that and just chillaxing. I think I got the hang of this lawn care thing. Like I carry it out, man. I work 10 months a year. I get it. And during that 10 months, I need to just be taking, getting as many yards done as I possibly can. Taking on as many customers as I can. Because when I'm off January and February, that's 8 weeks. 8 to 10 weeks is the amount of time I'm off. And it can get kind of boring a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you. It can get quite boring. Just chilling. Can I open this up? Open that joker. I don't know. You feel that sun? Woo, that sun feel good. And this is bright. That mug bright though. It's cold out there though a little bit. Shadow, what you breathing like that for? I look weird with this thing going on. Let me put some shade on here, bro. That's crazy. Yeah, that's much better. That sun feel good. It was I seen a video. It was some type of creature that's been in the house all day or under the ground. He was out like this. The sun was out. He was like, I need that. Am I buying anything new? Man, I'm boring, bro. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I'm not planning on buying too much of nothing new yet. I only got 300 or 400 hours on my Toro Pro line. I don't think I'm buying nothing new. I ain't gonna lie, bro. The money that I should be spending on like investing in my business, I'm pretty much I'm paying off Whopper Chopper bills, bro. I'm trying to pay off my truck this year. I owe my truck $16K. I purchased my mower with everything about 10K, 11K. I'm starting to catch on to some stuff, bro. Like the money, ain't nothing wrong with investing into the business, but right now I'm just trying to pay off my truck. I'm trying to decrease my overhead. That's what I'm on at this point. That's all I want to do is decrease my overhead, pay off the truck, then pay off this car. I ain't even tripping on paying off the house note. I owe too much money. I mean, paying off the mortgage. I owe $119, I believe, for my crib right now. $119,000. I'm not concerned about paying that joker off. Pay off this car note, pay off that truck note. Go on about my business, bro. So yeah, I ain't buying nothing new. I'm using the same equipment. The only thing I'm gonna buy new, I probably gotta buy some new battery chargers for my Husqvarna 325. Because the battery chargers broke. The batteries still work. But I had this equipment now for 4 years. And I use it way more than the average lawn care provider. I know for a fact that I string trim more than the average. Do it for the boys. What's up, Terrell? What, buy something new for the boys? Oh my gosh. I can't do it. But what I was saying is that, hey man, you threw me off. Do it for the boys. What I was saying is that what I'm gonna end up doing is taking my time, pay off this truck. I really want my truck paid off this year. That's what I want. That'll be a blessing. Pay off the truck. I ain't finna try. Oh, that's why I'm saying I ain't finna even try to attempt to pay off my house note like that, man. That's too much cake. I don't make that much money, bro, to be trying to pay off the house note within a year. But you want to know something? After I did some tallies and calculations, if I was able to spend $12,000 to get, in 1 year I spent $12,000 to get my was it 12 or 13? I forgot. 12 or $13,000 to get my roof done. I had bought a brand new roof, lawn care money. Then I also that same year purchased me a fence, a private fence. That was $7,000. That's that's $20,000 I have in exposable money at least when paying off bills and carrying out throughout the year. I can actually pay off that truck this year, bro. And that's with living La Vida Loca. You know, living La Vida Loca is when you go to the restaurants. You know, I'm purchasing food from restaurants when I can be cooking this stuff myself. I'm actually an excellent chef. Go and sign up for Gibson mentorship. He'll get you the knowledge you need. What up, T-Bone? What's up, T-Bone? Gibson. I ain't trying to laugh, bro. Go and sign up for Gibson membership. Oh, he laughed. That was funny, bro. I can't listen. The type of guy I am, the type of man I am, I ain't gonna lie to you. My lifestyle, I'm too weird to go under a mentorship. Oh man, ain't nothing wrong. Hey, Gibson be talking his stuff, man. Gibson be talking his stuff. But see, this the only thing, man. First of all, I have to be strictly biblical in all decisions that I make. Point blank. That I've been this way since 16. You know, basically, I feel like our lifestyles need to be based on the whole fact that you have your life in a fashion where you do what you want to do. Like, a person's perception of life may not be able to, it may not be fitting towards you. You know what I'm saying? Someone's perception on how they move and everything may not be fitting for you. You know what I'm saying? May not be profitable to your lifestyle. Because like some people like this type of ice cream, some people like that type of ice cream. You know, some people don't even like sweets. You get what I'm saying? Some people just like meat. So what I'm trying to say is that overall, it's very difficult I'm 44 years old, man. It's very difficult I had quit my job, man. It's very difficult for me to start taking ideals or concepts from any individual for real. Like, what I try to do, I try to encourage men to live their life what they feel like is good for them. Point blank. Whatever you feel like is good for you is good for the goose, man. That's what it is. Now, if you feel like you're living under your means or your way of what you can qualify or do, then it is what it is. I'm just being real. Then you need to push yourself. You know, some people need motivation and things like that. That's all I can say about that, man. And I pretty much got the game. I appreciate it, T-Bones. I pretty much got the game as far as my life, you know. I live like an ant. The Bible say, observe the ant, thou sluggard, and be wise. Observe her ways and be wise. Who have no ruler, no overseer. You know, I'm literally doing, anybody that's doing lawn care, this is all I do, bro. I don't do nothing else. Some people, you know, they in and out. They do lawn care, then they go clock in at a 9 to 5. Some people go do this and do that. And I don't dishonor no one from the way that they live their life. Me personally, I was offered a promotion. So I would have been locked down at the job even more. No. I had to turn down a promotion, which was gonna be sweet, bro. All I had to do is just sit and watch the people out, send people out in the field to go give out tickets. I could just sit back at the office and chill. But I decided to focus on my business. Point blank. So I couldn't, nah. I'm too much of a rebellious individual too, bro. Like there's people that when them folks at the jobs was like, hey, you gonna have to get stuck with that thing, meaning that you're gonna have to get the jab, catch the jab in the arm, or you gonna be fired. I was one of them folks that was like, nah, I'm not finna do it. One time at the job, they had posted it up on the wall, bro. It was a letter after a letter talking about deadline date for that y'all need to take that COVID-19 shot. Bro. I've always been a little bit rebellious, bro. Always. Now you can't make me do anything. That's the type of person that I am. I would be a problem, bro, in certain circumstances. I know that, so that's why I do what I'm doing. You get what I'm saying? And I don't knock nobody for doing what they do. They choose to go work. If somebody working a 9 to 5 and they cutting grass, I respect and take my hat off to them. Somebody doing whatever they do, bro. Long as they are happy in the choice that they're doing in their life, I don't care. Like, seriously. That's how I am, and I really advise people to do that. Because this the thing with the 9 to 5, bro. He said, I don't work. Are you looking? Hold on, I want to talk about that. I don't work. Are you looking to eventually going to expand your business? Thinking about it, bro. I'm really thinking about it. But see, sometimes you can't just be thinking. You got to be making some acts. I just got to do some more research on what to do. I don't work. I just sleep on streets. See, ain't nothing wrong with that. That's an individual. Look, old boy saying he been sleeping on streets 32 years now. Are you happy? You see what I'm saying? Are you happy? Do you have bills? You know what I'm saying? I work a 9 to 5, but I also own several car washes. See what I'm saying? Now, see, you on a whole nother level, bro. When you say car washes, do you have employees that's washing cars, or do you have, machines that wash the cars? You know what I'm saying? That's a beautiful thing, bro. I love being broke and hungry and cold. What do it do for you, bro? I'm asking this man, what does it do? Look, if that's what I'm going to tell you right now, I'm hungry right now, bro. Fast with me, bro. Fast with me. I know how it feels to not eat. I could be eating right now, bro. I could be eating right now. I'm fasting right now. So I know how it feels to be hungry. This broke stuff, bro, I'm going to tell you about being broke. I feel like people that's broke, don't have no bills, ain't got no job. They choosing that lifestyle and they on the streets. Let me tell you something. You can't really tell them nothing about freedom, bro. Like, the Bible says, oh, no man. And what else does it say? It says the debt, what is it? The lender is master to the borrower. Or is it the borrower is a slave to the master or something? He said, I'm just a piece of crap American citizen. No, you're not. No, now I know you're talking crap. I'm just a piece. Okay. No, there are self-service bays. Oh my gosh. Self-service bays, bro. Goes hungry each day. He said, I'm the only one who ever goes hungry each day. No, you're not. Borrower is slave to the lender. Right. Borrower is slave to the lender, bro. The Bible says, oh, no man. And to be real, just to be 100% real with people, just in case nobody don't know, interest is called usury. That's what the Bible describes that. So really, if you're going to lend money, you literally putting somebody in debt and you're making them your slave. Like how they used to do back in the day before, the Americanized way of doing things with, they used to, in the Bible, slavery was not a bad term. You literally, whatever debt you owe, how they paid it off. Like, say if I owe somebody 30 shekels, I owe somebody $30,000. Like something happened. I don't know. Maybe I killed their ox on an accident or something and it was worth 30,000. I can pay them off I could pay that debt off by either going into indentured slavery. Like, man, I work for you for 7 years or for 5 years to pay that off. However many years it is to pay that off. Or I could send my son or my daughter to work for you. You know what I'm saying? To live and be your servant for about 5 years. But regardless of anything, when that 7th year come, that was the ending of the slavery. You get what I'm saying? Nobody was supposed to be a slave for more than 7 years. Now, but you had a choice. There was a choice that a person would make about that. Like when they hit a certain age bracket. I mean, not certain age bracket, but when them 7 years is up, say you somebody's slave, right? You live in this man's house, you're his slave, and he gave you a wife. You know what I'm saying? The wife, if you had children and everything, and your 7 years is up, you finna get ready and go. You would if you want to leave, you can leave after the 7 years, but you got children and wives here, you got wives, children. You want to stay in this man's house. So you got to stand on the porch. If you want to stay, if you stay after them 7 years, you a slave forever. That's biblical. Everything I'm telling you, bro, is straight up biblical and facts, bro. I'm telling you the game. So you go out, you stand outside on the steps, and you pierce your ears in. You pierce your ear and say, I want to be such and such slave for the rest of my life. So really, piercings of the ear was a representation of slavery. You saying that you want to be this man's slave for life. That's what the piercing of the ears is. Just being real. So that's why, you know what I'm saying? That's why I be trying to tell people that you choose your life what you want to do. The man that's on the corner that's homeless, that means he don't own no home. He don't own he don't have a house over his head. He don't have no roof. He don't have no shelter. He is free. He's literally free, bro. I'm just telling y'all the truth. He has no debts. No debts. He don't owe nobody. He's out. He's done. He's done. Men like me, like I told my wife, you know what I'm saying? Now, if I was single, I could go live that ain't nothing. But I'm not in the streets, bro. I'm out in the woods. I'm out in the woods hunting stuff down, bro. I'm building bonfires. I'm surviving. I'm not out here holding out my hand, asking for somebody to help me. Can you please give me some money so I could buy a beer and some food and a prostitute? I'm not finna do all that, bro. I gotta get up. I gotta go hunt me some type of something out there in the wilderness. I gotta go hunt. What we got here? Let me read some comments right fast, bro. Never was given a loan, still waiting for at least one stimulus check. Never had interest in my life. Whoa, so much. Hold on. Let me back up, bro. What you been saying? No one knows how it feels to be hungry. I'm the only one who ever goes hungry each day. Okay. It's all choices. Borrower is the slave to the lender. Yes. So no such thing as interest. Okay. Never had interest in my life. Dang. You never paid interest in your life? Never was given a loan, still waiting for at least one stimulus check. Don't wait on it, bro. If your business can't run without you, then you have a job, right? The purpose of being an entrepreneur is freedom. Facts. I have gone 4 days no food so far. Soon I will steal some food and hope to not get shot by security. Bro, go. It's food all around you, bro. Go on. Look, bro, I'm at a park right now. There is tons of food. Tons of food. Get up. There go a bird right now. Right there. You got to go ahead and go hunt, bro. You got to hunt. Straight up, you choosing a lifestyle, bro. You got to go hunt. You choosing the hunter and gathering lifestyle. You shouldn't be waiting on somebody to give you a check or nothing. I'm not finna wait on nobody to give me. Look, there is so many people in the United States of America that has gotten to enjoy the amenities of the government handing them things like some food stamps, some what else they give? Section 8, some child support, some spousal support, whatever it is, just these amenities that the law wrote for you guys to have to pay, for all of us to have to pay for certain situations, or some amenities that offer help for those that lack the ability or capability to be able to get their own money, get their own work and get their own. I'm one of the ones that didn't get to appreciate none of that stuff, bro. Just being 100 with y'all, the government made it too hard for me to get something. And then when I did get a little something, when it first started, they wrote something about, I better do this, I better do that, or the stamp's going to be cut off. I let it go, bro. Too much pride. You know what I'm saying? You got, men have pride, bro. Let me read this right fast. Here we go. It say, never was given a loan, still, okay, if you're busy, these are facts. I have gone 4 days, no food. Okay. No such thing as slaves. Slaves get paid well back in those days. Some people are a slave to themselves. Woo! That's some true stuff. I try to run my businesses like Solomon, the most wisest man in the world. Have multiple businesses that's AI proof. I'm currently about to purchase a warehouse as well. This man on a whole nother level it is. You never been broke. You never struggled in your life, bud. I wish there was food everywhere. I never qualified for food stamps or Section 8 in my life. Look at that. I make $0 a month and don't qualify for food stamps. Bro, you got to have some hustle. Gucci Mo Fave. I don't even know what that. I don't know what that means. Gomola face. Gomala face. I don't know what that means, bro. But yeah, man. It's about where you want to be in life. Like the gentleman, like for instance, I run a business, bro. I literally run a business. I'm professional. I am literally the secretary, the service provider, the customer service, everything. My entity makes my business a business. But if some and I work it. I actually cut the yard myself, so I guess they could say it's a job. I do have a job. Even entrepreneurs have a job to make sure the business is still running. Now, there is levels to this, bro. Like, I'm going to be real with you. The Bible speaks against debt, owing debt, and all that stuff, but America encourages debt. America has been encouraging things that is not biblically based from the foundation, point blank. You know what I'm saying? The Bible speaks that if you capture a slave and you take any man that captures a man shall be put to death. You steal a man, you should be put to death. So I'm just being 100% real here. Actually, when you commit a crime, and like I'm talking about a biblical crime, something that's worthy of a punishment, you're usually put to death. You know what I'm saying? So all these laws, that was the, that separate from church and state or whatever, I don't know, but all these laws that America got, like there's a legal, you can actually go marry a goat or a pig or a monkey in certain states. So what I'm trying to say in all of this right fast is that a lot of laws that the government say for us to watch out, to not break, it's all in the bit, it's not the same as the Bible, bro. It's not the same as the Bible laws. The Bible laws are true, real, and this stuff, this is, man, people making up stuff. People making up stuff. Let me ask you a question. How is it that in America you can't have more than one wife? It's literally a crime, and you could go to jail for having more than one wife, but you can go marry an ox. You know what I'm saying? You can actually marry your dog or your cat. You know what I'm saying? You can have sex with your sheep in certain countries. I mean, not certain countries, certain states. So I'm just saying the whole purpose of this, bro, is live your life how you want to live your life. But don't be looking for no government handouts and all that good stuff. I like that sun beaming down on me. Don't be looking for no government handouts and stuff, bro. Like you gotta make you make your life what you want to make it. You know what I'm saying? So many. Listen, and this the thing. The ones, it's also said, it's also written, that the rich man, it's easier to fit a camel in the eye of a needle than for a rich man to get into heaven. So me being a real believer, like, bro, I've been walking this life. God has fashioned my life according to biblical principles. So, like I said, I'm like the ant, bro. I don't work in the wintertime, bro. I did everything the Bible had instructed me to do, and I'm chilling. I'm not hurt for nothing. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? How long would this last? Because I'm going against the system? I don't know. Maybe when I turn probably about 65 or something, I don't know. I'll be retired then. But even then, I'm not expecting the government to be holding my hand and guiding me through and giving me money. The government don't even want to do that. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to give you nothing. I remember applying for things, needing some help. And they ask you how much money you make. And if you make too much, you ain't finna get a dime. Point blank. They want you to be like to a point where you just can't make nothing, bro. You gotta be basically borderline handicapped. But anyway, let me check these comments right fast. I don't know what that means, these last words. $0 a month, bro. Go all in, my guy, and sell it for millions. Trust me, it happens every day. I believe that, T-Bones. I believe that, bro. I believe in it. Look, bro, it ain't hard. Look, I know this sounds crazy because some people gonna be like, dang, if that's the case, why don't you do it yourself? Bro, I know the path. I know the path in which it takes to become rich. A person can gaffle off at the mouth all day long, bro. They can talk all freaking day long and not be real about the truth. This is what it takes to be rich. You look like T.I. if he ate too many burgers. I'm hollering. I was told I look like Project Pat, bro. So that I don't know who T.I. don't look like Project Pat, so I don't know. But listen, this is what I was finna say. You want to be rich. Somebody out there's millions of YouTubers that always get on her. It's closer than you think, my brother. Yes, there's millions of YouTubers out here that say that you can be rich. You can do this. You can do that. Listen, you have to. This is the truth. This is the bottom line, bro. I'm gonna tell you, bro, because I got it. It ain't nothing to do. Listen, this is how you get rich. You have to go into severe levels of debt. You have to be able to sustain yourself. Meaning like you have to be able to control, be able to hold this up, this mental, while you swimming in deep waters of debt. Ain't no such thing as somebody then became a millionaire and they didn't go into debt. I forgot. Everybody needs some type of capital, some type of money to get this party started, bro. It could be you have a good idea, bro. You have a good idea. You ain't got to have a dime, but you have that good idea. You have that property, that intellectual property inside your head. And you start selling it to the right people, telling them what you want to do. They're going to want to invest in you, bro. You could go to the bank. You got to be subsidized, bro, in order to get rich. I don't care what nobody say. You have to be subsidized. And even then, in that situation, when you're being subsidized, you can start from scratch, like pull yourself up by the bootstraps. Like with Lawn Care, I worked my job, and then I was getting money from my job, but I earned that money, and then I had bought this equipment, bought that equipment, and then I used my body and my time, my services to make money. Now, in order to be able to get rich, bro, you got to create something. I'm just telling you the truth, bro. You got to be able to create something that is going to help people, really help people. It's got to be a valuable thing. Can't be like a service, bro. It can't be like a service, bro. It's got to be a valuable thing where they buy it. Riches come with sales, bro. Sale. Like, think about Elon Musk. Like, he's not out here cleaning windows or nothing. Like, he's providing cars. He provided the ideal, like, well, I don't think he came up with the ideal, but you got to also be willing to steal, bro. If you want to be rich, you got to be willing to steal, lie, and even do the other word, the M word, or the K word, however you want to say it. Because, YouTube don't want to say that. But you got to be willing to bring someone to sudden death, okay? To get rich. I'm just keeping it 100% real with you. You got to be willing to get out here and do that to get rich. Nah, bro, it's grants for your type of business. It's programs that will help you get there. We are blacks don't know about. I did not get a loan for my car wash. You got a grant? It's closer than you think, bro. Okay, so this is what I do know. I know there are grants out here for subsidies and everything. Let me tell you something. Let me help you. I'm black too. I just found out this was last year sometime when Trump got in office, because I'm hip on the politics of this city. I got to stay hip to the city. Do a burnout or you lying again. Yeah, do a burnout. Bro. So I was told, I'm just telling you, you got to be willing to lie. Do you agree with that? Do you agree with that you have to be willing to lie to get rich? Yes or no, bro? Answer that question. In order for you to have qualified for that grant, did you have to tell a lie? That's one. Biblically, you're not supposed to lie ever. Lying, God hates a liar. So come on, let's go with it. Let's go with it right fast. All right. I read an article where the government is no longer funding St. Louis, Missouri, due to it's a clause. If they are supporting women, because there's programs that I know about the city programs. I used to work for the city. I learned a lot of stuff, and there's programs where you can get certain funds. You can get subsidized for things. So you have, but it said if you are a woman, they're not finna send no money down here for the city to be able to give grants and things. You can't get no money if you are a woman and if you're black. I'm just telling you the truth, bro. That's bottom line facts. What I'm telling you, in St. Louis, Missouri, for those that's trying to start businesses, you cannot get a grant if you are a woman and if you are black. These things may be hard to believe. Do your research and find out. Find out. Who said it? Everybody saying do a burnout. What? You talking about press down hard on this gas and just go fast? Nah, bro. No, sir. I don't know how old y'all think I am, bro. Anyway, man. Yeah, do it. Oh my gosh. Okay. So look, I'm not saying that these opportunities don't present themselves, because you can see an opportunity and capitalize on it. However, I'm just being real. In a lot of situations, bro, to become this rich person that you guys might want to be, you have to lie. You got to be willing to steal. I'm going to tell y'all right now think about Facebooks. That's the 100K, man. That's beautiful, bro. That's what's up, man. That's facts. Get that thing, get it, do what you got to do. And like I was saying, bro, if you observe how these people became millionaires, bro, Donald Trump used his daddy. He say he only gave me, I think, well, how much money did his daddy lend him? $30 million. Your daddy only lent you $30 million? You ain't get a loan from a bank. You ain't get a loan from somebody that can sue you, or your daddy can sue you, but you ain't get a loan from, you got really a grant, subsidies. You got money from your dad, and you purchased this stuff, and you hired the right people, the smart people to make sure it ran right. You did your thing. Yeah. That's how he got started. And guess what? He got a lot of subsidies to do what he's doing. He's got Donald Trump. Yeah, y'all gotta read The Art of the Deal. What else he got? He got a few books out here. All that, right? So I'm talking about Elon Musk, bro. If y'all was following all these rich people, bro, I'm talking about these major rich companies, bro. I'm talking about these corporations, these billionaires, these millionaires. How did they become millionaires, bro? They got subsidized, bro. Elon Musk was being subsidized $30 million a year from the government, from the higher ups. That money that we paying our taxes with, he's using it to build his entity to get his money. So I'm just telling y'all right now that there are certain things you got to be willing to do. Point blank. I think he just had an acquisition of $3 trillion, something where I don't know, bro. I got to be in front of a computer to tell y'all, but the man is almost a trillionaire now. But he gotten so much. Guess what he was doing? He was seeing all these contracts that the government was giving people. I am rich according to my CPA, LOL, and I still have a 9-to-5. It's not about being rich. It's about doing what you love and living comfortable, however that may look. But lying ain't it. Thank you. I bought 20 new yard. What? I bought 20 new yard signs. Maybe that'll help me out. Yeah. Yeah, that's that advertising. Straight up, put that on out there. What's up, Jeff? T-Bones, thanks for being here, bro. I appreciate you, man. But yeah, man, I'm telling you right now, it's another world, bro. The being lying. Let me tell you something, bro. I haven't been able to lie since 14 years old, bro. My people like to challenge me and find out. I tell everybody that I know, bro, I don't care who you are. Like I get, when I was working at a job, I let them know off the beginning, don't do nothing around me that's going to cause me to lie. Don't call me asking me to lie for you about something. My sister and everything, they're called, they play these games, her and her husband or whatever, they call, hey, where, hey man, hey Larry, what's up? Can you tell, hey man, where was I last night? Larry, where was I last night? Click, hang up, because I'm not finna lie. Y'all have an altercation going, people lying, talking about this. You know what I'm saying? You trying to get me to lie for you. That's one thing it's just not finna transpire, bro. Right, you snitching on everybody. Yeah. Yeah. It was a coworker that laughed. She was laughing about this. So you mean to tell? I'm like, yeah. I'm not finna lie for you. I don't care about. We can have a relationship like this. Not finna lie to you. All my people know. Everybody that know me, who really know me, know I'm not finna lie. It don't matter what's transpiring. Even if I shouldn't have did something that I'm a lie about, because then the truth gonna be, so I might as well not do nothing stupid. You get what I'm saying? Though I am flawed, bro, I'm just saying I ain't finna do nothing where I'm finna have to lie about it. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Shadow? What's up, broski? But yeah, man, I love my dog, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I love that stupid dog back there. That's my partner. Now, when it come down to loyalty, I learned a lot about loyalty with this thing right here. This creature. I tell my people I'm a law-abiding citizen. Have you seen that movie, Law-Abiding Citizen? Facts. Straight up. Straight up. Now, I don't care nothing about the laws, bro. What I'm saying, because these laws is covered with foolish lies. Not foolish lies, but just manipulation and wickedness. The laws of this land is full of just wrongfulness. I told you, you can't have multiple wives, but in the Bible, Solomon, King David, everybody had multiple wives. But here, you could go to jail for having more than one wife. But you could go marry a pig and have sex with the pig like it's natural. Yeah, if you lie, you have to keep lying to cover it up, to cover up the lies. Man, you telling the truth, bro. You telling the truth. That's the one thing, let me tell you. That's the one thing God had gave me. I ain't gonna lie, he gave me that. He gave me that. It costed me a lot of money though, bro. Not being able to lie. Let me tell you something. When I first got saved, when I gave my life to God, he took that lie, like it wasn't no lying. When I read that, God hates a lie, I need him not to hate me. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. That's the all I got in my heart. I'm being real. This is the only thing that I might be able to make it into heaven on. Might be able, by God's grace. I'm just telling you right now, is that I don't lie and I forgive. You know what I'm saying? I forgive. There's many people that have done things that I've forgiven. I do not hold a grudge or anything like that. I used to be vengeful when I was younger. I used to have to get mine back, bro. You do something, I have to get you back. It's not a question of if I'm gonna, it's about when. You know what I'm saying? It's got to happen. But gave my life to God, and those are the two things. In order to get into heaven, you gotta be able, you can't have unforgiveness in your heart. You have to forgive those so that God can forgive you. God, I need you to forgive me. That's one. Two, a liar? Okay, that's easy. It's really not that easy. Y'all think it's a game. It's not that easy not to lie, bro. Listen, let me tell you. I worked at a job. I got fired from the job. I tried to get some unemployment. I told the truth. I was granted unemployment. The job hired me back. I got fired again. I told the truth. I got unemployment again. The job fired me again. The job hired me back again. Same job. I got fired again from the job. Then the same job, bro. I was fired from this job 3 times. And then when I applied for the unemployment, I told the truth. I didn't get nothing. Then when I applied for other jobs and I told them what happened, I told them the truth. I went 7 or 8 years without a job because I told them the truth on how a job fired me, what happened. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't nothing bad enough for me to get fired. It's just that the story is too wild and convoluted that it's like, I can't hire you because your stuff is weird. But these are true events. I'm just telling the truth on what happened. Nope, no job. It costed me money, bro. This before I had a bid, before I even thought about using my simple skill set of cutting grass to make money, to make cash. So yeah, bro, I'm just telling you, bro. I had to walk in the wilderness for not lying for years. And then one day I put in an application. God's grace was, he said, "Oh, okay, that happened. When can you start?" Okay, okay, yeah, I can. So, boom, and guess what? I told the government the truth. I at the time I was staying with my mama. Don't play with God or the IRS. I'm hollering, man. That's a whole nother story. Oh, okay, I know that's right, T. You say I say that so they won't include me in none of the foolishness. Facts, bro. Facts. Don't include me in none of this dumb stuff, bro. Not finna be no liar for you. So don't worry about it. But everybody know that about me. I won't listen, don't get me wrong. I don't have to answer a question. But that don't mean I'm lying. That's up to you to decide whether or not this person did something. Like I say, I've been called multiple times with people trying to play with me, trying to get me to say something, and I just hang up. Like, nope, you ain't getting no answer out of me. Then they'll call back, laugh, and saying, I was just playing with... people actually think that's a game that you can't lie. That you don't lie, that you won't lie. Because I'm scared, bro. I'm scared that if I lie, God is going to hate me, bro. God is literally going to hate that. I'd rather for everybody else to hate me and to fall out with somebody that just I don't care who it is, a murderer, kill, whoever it is, fall out with them than to fall out with the Most High. Ain't no way in the world. Ain't no way in the world, bro. Been like this for a long time. Been this way. So anyway, you have me trying to get subsidies from the government. And it didn't work. Hey, I'm about to subscribe, but go ahead and go full throttle, bro, with that business. I appreciate it, man. Much love, man, T-Bones. I thought, hey, man, this ain't our first time meeting, bro, saying nothing to each other, is it, man? But yeah, man. Donald Trump suing the IRS right now. And he's literally suing the IRS. You talking about don't play with the IRS? Trump suing. Right now, bro. Right freaking now. So it is what it is, bro. That's what's cracking. Y'all, what's up, man? Any questions? I'm here. I didn't even complete my thoughts. So yeah, you gotta be willing. If you really want to be this millionaire type person, you gotta be willing to steal. Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg. He stole that Facebook, bro. Look at him now. Meta. What is he, a billionaire now? Where can I download your songs? I got you. That's Trump. You bet not trying it. Where can I download your songs? Bro, I gotta set up a system, bro. What I'm gonna do, that's me creating something where I could get profits a little bit, just a few dollars, man. Just a few dollars. I'm gonna charge. I need some. I'm gonna download. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create some songs, at least about 15 songs, and I guess I sell them for like $20. And I'm gonna email them. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna email them to the individual that want the songs. You send me the money, and I send you each. It's gonna be one at a time, or you'll be able to go to your email to download it. Yeah, real talk. All right, I got it. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna take care of you, bro. I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna do it, bro. I'm gonna do it. Hey, I appreciate that too, man. That's a gift that God gave me. That's a gift that God gave me. I might as well use it. That's how you do it. The Bible says your gifts will make room for you. I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. So yeah, man. So you gotta be willing to steal. And as far as being willing to do the K word, or to put people to sleep, or to, what I'm talking about, get rid of people, you got to be willing to do that too. If you really want to be for real rich You gotta be willing to do. You gotta be willing to put prices on people's heads. That's how, like, you think it's a game. People that's why the Bible say it's easier to fit a camel in the eye of a needle than for a rich man to go into heaven. Because I've studied all of them, bro. I've studied not all of them, bro, but I studied most of them. They are, bro. These are predators. These are apex predators that don't abide by no law, under God law, or the United States of America law. These people are willing to do anything to get it. Mark Zuckerberg stole that. Y'all think it's a game. The man stole somebody else's business. This Facebook thing, he didn't start this. Like, it'd be crazy. I'd be seeing people like, oh, you know, market. No, bro. This dude stole somebody's stuff. And guess what he said? He said, well, I'm telling you, you got to watch Suits. I think it's that the name of it, Suits or Billions. Billions. No, not Billions. What's the name of that movie? I forgot what's the name of that TV show. Oh my gosh. I got to finish it. But dude had did a presentation to a company. The company, his presentation was this because they trying to make more money. And the dude said, listen, you can steal Pfizer's drugs. That's what it said. They have so many drugs and everything. There's a drug. This was a big corporation talking about billionaire, you know, with his CEOs and everything going on. They at the meeting. Dude, this is a crisis guy. He's a crisis. These billionaires they hire crisis people. You know what I'm saying? So, boom. He said, listen, I got an idea. Why don't you steal Pfizer's drug, and sell it, license it and sell it or whatever, something. He said, what you talk, he said, that is the worst. The owner said, that is the worst idea I've ever heard in my history of business. He said, listen, about time they catch on that you have stole this drug and been selling it, they're going to sue you. Yeah, he said, yeah, I'm going to get sued. He said, yeah, Pfizer will sue you. He said, but guess what? The amount of money that you're going to make from stealing a drug and selling it, that lawsuit will be just a drop in the bucket compared to how much money you make after you get done. That's how these people think, bro. They will steal your stuff, bro. They will take your stuff, make money off of it, knowing that you have all grounds to sue, but know that they're going to make money off of it, bro. You won't be, they ain't concerned about that lawsuit, bro. Yeah, they know that's a part of being a billionaire or a millionaire. Lawsuits, that's a part of the game. They got their lawyers on retainers. They got their lawyers. They got people working for them. They're not concerned about none of that stuff, bro. Yeah, steal that, get that going, sell it. Okay, boom. So it's like a person making $5 billion, right? A person making $5 billion, and then they get sued, and it costs them out of that $5 billion, $1 billion. So they made a total of $4 billion. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. You know, minus, of course, you got to minus the expenses and everything, however it costs, you know, whatever. So, bro, I'm just telling you, you got to be willing to steal. Think about how Elon Musk had ended up acquiring X or Twitter back in the day. Think of how he did that. That was that was a hostile takeover, bro. And people think that he's by himself or like he's just the face of this entity. You get what I'm saying? And he has popularity. Popularity makes the whole difference, bro. He's popular. He got the face. Dude had the way how he had end up getting Twitter is crazy. He had end up. So he went to the main dude that started the head, you know, the founder. Told him, I want to buy this. Dude said no. So then he put up a post or something where he's finna buy, I don't know how many billions of stock or whatever, something for Twitter so he could become owner or whatever. And his co-owners, the people that own it, because they have a board, they said no. What are you talking about? Whoever the dude named who owned Twitter at the time. We want to sell so they could get that cake. That was hostility on crack, bro. Like how the person, imagine owning a business and then you go public. And then this business have grown. You live in La Villa Loca. You rich and filthy, you cool. You ain't got to worry about nothing. And then somebody comes to take your business from you, even though you don't want to sell it. It is what it is, bro. You got to be willing to steal. If you ain't got these traits inside you, bro, if you're not willing to lie, steal, or put somebody to sleep, you got to leave it alone, bro. Don't worry about being no millionaire. I'm telling you the truth. That ain't all the things you got to be willing to do, bro. You got to be willing to make some sacrifices. Like real talk, real sacrifices, bro. Let me see something right quick. Both was rich. Solomon was rich. Plenty of people are rich in the Bible. God has rich people. However, the devil has delusion. Rich people, they never keep it, but God people always keeps their money even after life. Now that's something that I'm gonna have to think about right there. Solomon was the most richest amongst the all men. So people say Mansa Musa was Solomon, bro. It was Solomon. But you gotta understand what God's purpose was for Solomon first. He was to have excessive everything. You understand? He was supposed to be the man of excessiveness, meaning that he had 900 wives or 100 concubines, 1,000 women. You know what I'm saying? No boys was the richest, bro. Go read the Bible. Boaz, his son, is that Solomon's son? Anyway, look, check it out. Let me complete my thought. Solomon, God said that because you had, it said, this is what's written. God says that because God found favor on Solomon. He said, is there anything that you want? Just say when I give it to you. He said, make him wise. And God said, since you had wanted to be wise, since you said wise, I'm going to give you wisdom. I'm going to give you all the wisdom like never seen or never heard of on earth. No, that's not Solomon's son. Boaz? What is Solomon's son name? I'm going to look it up, bro. I can't do it right now. But Boaz sound familiar. I can't put the words to it, but God granted, it says that Solomon, bro, even Jesus has said it. He said that Solomon, David. Solomon's son. Okay, David, King Solomon. Okay, so Solomon was the richest. He had the most women, the most money. He built God's house. He did all kind of stuff. He finished, he did his thing. And if you read in Ecclesiastics, you will learn that everything is in vain. All these riches and all these things that you have is all for nothing. So, like he said, I've drunk the best wine. He's had the greatest. He had the artists that can play the best music, the best instruments, all these things. You have all these things, and he says it's all in vain. It's all for nothing. Point blank. You have all these, he had all these riches. People came all across the world to give Solomon jewels and money, bro. Come on now, go read the word before giving out false info. Oh, T-Bones, thank you, bro. Tell me what's falsified information within this conversation so we can get this thing escalating. Let's get it popping, right? Go ahead and write what you guys say. Tell me what's false. Like I said, Solomon was the one. I don't know what you're talking about, Boaz. Boaz sounds so familiar. I just can't think of who he is. Yeah, you put in the description who is Boaz that you talking about, that you speaking of. Put it in. And put the scripture in there too for me, so I can go to it where it says that he was the richest. Show me that. Anyway, moving forward. Yeah. Like I said, Solomon. So, and his whole purpose of his life was to enjoy excessive everything. His conclusion was that women are bitter than death. Now, we love women. We love women, bro. Women are bitter than death. Like he said, it's better to die. You know, because women can be so bitter. And then when they get old, they become bitter, man. He said it's better to dwell on the rooftop than to live in a house with a contentious woman. When your woman is angry, you know what I'm saying, and she just nagging, it's better to live on a rooftop. He say, like the sound of rain that's just constantly dripping is a woman, bro. Now, what that got to do with anything? Like I said, rich men at the end, they're willing to do anything. I ain't mean to deviate. T-Boss had just kind of threw me off a little bit talking about scriptures. But y'all can easily just look the stuff up, bro. But if I would suggest T-Bones to read the Book of Wisdom. Read them scriptures, bro. But yeah, man, this is Larry with LJJ Lawn Care. I'm just telling y'all, bro, it was a nice conversation. I enjoyed it. I'm finna get on up out this piece and finish my day and go on about my way. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Hit that bell. Do your thing, man. Shout outs to Hector, T-Bones, SF9ER, Y4B, Ereza Colton, Lando the Commando, John Dexter, Jeff Lawn and Landscaping, Trey Rogue, Emily, Billy Masson, Perpetual Tranquility, Sky's the limits. Much love, y'all. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. And do your thing, man. Do your thing. I'm going to holler at y'all in a minute. Peace.